So, one of the crappy things about anxiety is that when you experience something, I guess that could be considered a trauma or just some experience that you might personally consider being somewhat traumatic or at least an ordeal, it can trigger anxieties. I have noticed that since I've injured my knee, I have these like anxieties about things happening in an instant. So like weird and almost like cheesy and embarrassing to say. The way I injured my knee is so unreal to me. Like I literally was sitting on the edge of my bed. I have a workout basket like against the wall across the edge of my bed. I was reaching over to the left. I was reaching over to the left to grab something out of it. I think like a pair of workout shoes or something, and I went to reach for them and my knee popped. That was that. And I've been out of commission for like 7 weeks. I had to have surgery. I have to have 3 months of physical therapy. It's been full-time daycare on top of that. Like it's been an ordeal. I mean, not life changing because it's temporary. I get that. Like people go through far worse. In terms of how everything happened, I've noticed I have this anxiety of like something's gonna happen. Like anything can happen in a second. And like I just have this like spiraling out of control thought sometimes when thinking about going out to do things or the kids or Tim or anything like that. And it's so frustrating because it seems like when you suffer from anxiety, in the littlest thing or a big thing or whatever, you have to like reel yourself in and work through it and be prepared with your mental health toolkit and make sure you have the coping mechanisms and all the stuff that helps you work through these anxieties that are they're just anxieties. They're not real. They're not anything. Everything's based in fear. And I haven't really talked about mental health or anxiety or anything when it's come to this injury because it seemed a little silly. Like it's a knee injury. It's not the end of the world. I know that. Like it's a fleeting thing in the grand scheme of things, but it really has like kind of latched on to my anxiety and made me a little bit more just hyper aware of things that could happen and go wrong and all this stuff. So I thought I would share because this is a very real moment when it comes to anxiety. I am anxious right now. I was thinking earlier that, okay, here's another thing, like another thing that I'm gonna have to go and take to a therapist or psychologist. Like this is my current anxiety. Like I injured my knee literally bending over. Now I have this irrational anxiety that something's gonna happen to my family or my kids or like anything just in a second, and life's gonna be altered for 3 months or forever or just like crazy stuff. It's just amazing how one little thing can turn into this huge hill that you have to climb when you are dealing with some sort of mental thing like anxiety or depression or anything like that. I imagine, this happens for a lot of people in a lot of different areas. I'm trying to work through this, but it's new to me. I don't know how to work through it. I don't know how to not be aware of the fact that things can change in an instant because that's a reality. Things can change in an instant, and that's nothing anyone can control. I don't know if it's just learning how to cope with you're not really in control and that's that or what, but that's an anxiety update, guys. This is not a flattering angle. Sorry, but real life, right? See you soon. Bye.